Oops, this way. Good morning. I see no one. One person. Yay. I'm not sure if this time is going to work. I was trying to figure out if I thought it was too early. It is certainly early for me. So I am exhausted, but I'm awake and I'm dressed. Why? It is Sammy Day today. We are heading out in about a half an hour to go and feed some people some sandwiches. But this is the new time for growing gratitude. So if you are new to growing gratitude, welcome. My name is Becca Lori Hector. I do this little show ski here on Sundays. I don't really advertise too much because a lot of it is kind of selfish. I put it together because I wanted to grow the gratitude in my life. I wanted to take a time very publicly once a week to think through my week and take notice of the things I had to be grateful for the week. And I was hoping that if you guys join me for the ride of growing my gratitude, that just maybe perhaps you would be inspired to grow the gratitude in your life. So welcome. I'm Becca Lori Hector, and this is Growing Gratitude. It is early for me, you guys. Welcome, CV. Hey, Morgan. Hey, Bill. Thanks for joining me this early, Bill, because I know you're in my time zone, so I know that it's early for you too. But it's good because I was thinking, the more I thought about it, I'm like, oh, I made a good choice, because when I get back from doing the truck, I am messy and dirty and tired and cranky and ready to just do nothing. And so I don't think that I'll have the spoons or the smiley face to do a live video when I get home from the truck. So I'm doing it before we go. So that we're going to try out this time. You guys let me know if this time is working for you guys. I guess I will be able to tell by views and kind of where you guys are if you show up and stuff. It's getting a little dark. Let me see if I can't get some more light in here. Okay. No, still no more light. Come on, shade. Okay, there we go. It's a little more light. So anyway, you guys, we are, thank you for loving the shirt, TV. So yeah, this is my Tony Sammy shirt. I guess I should lower the camera a little bit. We have them in blue, and I also have them in gray. And they are available for purchase on the Tony Sammy's website, should you be inclined. So TonySammys.com. But yeah, we are heading to do sandwiches today, and I am very fidgety. I'm going to try and sit very still right now. I'm sorry, you guys. So yeah, that is what's happening today. Thank you, Bill. I designed the logo, you guys, by the way. I forgot to mention that. Yes, part of my Canva creativity was to create this logo. I did it, right? I love it. Anyway, so we're going to move on. Enough about the food truck, enough about that stuff. Let's talk about gratitude. I made notes to myself that I forgot to look at before I signed on, so I just need to peek at them because I know there were specific things that I wanted to talk to you guys about today. So let me get there. Where am I? Here I am. Okay. Right. Okay, good. So I had one unexpected gratitude moment this week, totally out of nowhere. Thank you, Morgan. I love Canva. Canva is like my plaything. I could sit on Canva and play all day long, which is why I want to do the Redbubble store, because for me, it's fun to make those things, and maybe you guys will find it useful and neat to have around. But anyway, back to gratitude. So I had an unexpected gratitude moment this week. It was fantastic. I can't wait to tell you guys about it. But before I get to that one, I want to tell you about my average, ordinary, run-of-the-mill gratitude moment that I had this week. I had my regular beginning of the week doing my CAS stuff, as you guys know. Then I go into the food truck. So Thursday is the first day of the food truck, and it's tell you that it is brutally cold in the morning when we go. Right now I'm dressed, right? I have 2 layers on, well 3, I have another shirt underneath here, and I have 2 pairs of pants on. So we got to layer up. We have a space heater. It's really, really cold. But once you get going and you're moving in there and the grill is on and everything, it warms up, and then kind of the sun comes out and all that jazz. So it's a little chilly, it's a little windy, but we push through. And there it was on this Thursday. We were kind of doing our routine, getting things done. I had a little break, and then we had some food to deliver. So we, when it's a local store, if it's really cold out, I tell people to wait in their car and I bring them their food out because, it's nice to do. So I do that. And this week I was, one of our neighboring stores had ordered from us. So I was walking their food over, and on the way back, people were waving at me and smiling because I was wearing my shirt and they knew where I was coming from. But then I was just kind of walking back to the truck, and the sun was kind of in my face. I was warming up and everything with the sun on, and I just was having a moment where, and this is going to sound silly, but I was so fucking glad that I was walking across a fucking parking lot in the middle of the mountains, right? In my sneakers and sweatpants and all of my comfy clothes that I could really, honestly, I could have just climbed into bed. In this outfit, I could climb into bed and go back to sleep minus the bra and the socks, okay? A really comfortable outfit. And I was like, hey, I'm so fucking grateful that right now I am doing this and walking through this parking lot and not where I was 10 years ago, walking through Manhattan in a fucking business suit, a skirt suit, and pantyhose and heels, and walking from one building site to another building site or to my office or whatever, 9 to 5 in the middle of Manhattan in these crazy, absurd outfits that people make you wear to go to work. And I was miserable. So in that moment of being a little chilly, but having the sun in my face and everyone kind of smiling and waving and me being in the most comfortable clothes I could imagine other than my actual pajamas, and I just thought, wow, God damn it, I'm grateful. I am so grateful to just not have to play that game anymore, not have to dress up and mask up just to make enough money to pay my bills and do it all over again. I am so fucking grateful to be out of the work, sleep, work, sleep, quit burnout cycle. Because that was my cycle. It was work, sleep, work, sleep. Then something happens, then I have a shutdown, burnout, and I quit, right? And that's kind of been my cycle. And I was so grateful that I am rid of a lot of the contributing factors to that, right? I'm rid of New York, gone, right? And I am rid of 9 to 5, gone. And I am rid of the funny outfits, gone. And I am rid of being in a city where people don't even look at each other anymore. And so I felt in that moment so fucking grateful and so glad that I had stuck with my goals, that I had pushed through all the challenges, that I had tackled some of the scariest shit in my life to pack up our lives and get here and then buy a house, which was the next scariest thing I have ever done in my whole entire life, was make a humongous purchase like that. And I did all of those things and I walked through all of that fear, right? I walked through every little bit of that fear just to get through to what I knew was mine and I deserved it. And as I was walking through that fucking parking lot in my sweatpants at 8 o'clock in the morning in the freezing cold, all I could think about was how grateful I was, just how glad I was to be exactly in the space that I'm in, and that it has been worth every ounce of effort, every tear that I shed, every time that I yelled, every bag that I packed, every night that I carried my cats in and out of our truck and into an Airbnb to get us here, right? I am grateful for all of it, because in that moment, I was fully, you guys, fully in alignment. And I don't know if you've had the experience of being fully in alignment, in a gratitude moment, just in a peaceful, quiet moment to yourself where you feel like, yo, I did it. I made all the steps. I was right about what I wanted. It took me longer than I thought to get there. I had to make some weird routes, but I'm here and I fucking did it, and I'm still standing, and now I can enjoy it. And that is it, you guys. That is what it feels like to make all of your choices, one after another, in alignment with your goal and who you want to be and the life you want to live and the best you can be. And when you do that and you do it consistently, suddenly you turn around and you have these moments of gratitude where this thing has come to pass and be, and you're not sure how you got there. You know, it was a lot of work, because all our brains want to remember is all the hard stuff and the bad stuff, right? And you made it through all of that. And that moment, if we don't stop and stand still in that moment, and that is exactly what I did in the sunshine, in the middle of this parking lot, I just stood for a moment and thought, yeah, that's right. I fucking did it. That's right. And I had a Jason Mraz moment about it. I fucking did it. I did. I'm AWESOME. And that was my gratitude moment. That was it. It was so simple. And it was so momentary. and yet so incredibly important for me this week to just take note of these giant changes in my life and how incredibly well they have really suited me. And that it was super nice to not be listening to other people's voices about what's good for me for a goddamn change. And it works. So that's my, that's it. That was my generalized gratitude moment, the one that I want you to learn from, the one that I hope that you have the chance to experience, the one that you seek out, right? That you seek out that moment of gratitude. Yay, that moment of gratitude where you say, I did it. Whatever it is, whether you cleaned out a closet you've been ignoring for 10,000 years, or you finally started the diet that you've been meaning to do, or whatever it is, you fucking did it. And don't you dare not take a moment and have gratitude for the fact that you got there, you made a decision, and you fucking did it. And so, yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with that stuff. And then let me share with you my little surprise gratitude moment, because this one came out of a nowheresville, and it was so fun. Okay, so not yesterday, day before, Friday, we were closing up the truck, blah, blah, blah. And of course, we have lots of different Facebook groups up here because we're all kind of really displaced, but we all very much worry about the roads and the weather and all of that stuff. So we have lots of Facebook groups where we share kind of the traffic and what's going on with the weather and the roads and things like that. So in one of those groups, someone posted, hey, heads up, you might hit some traffic. The U.S. Capitol Christmas tree, U.S. Capitol Christmas tree was cut down in a national forest about an hour and a half from me. And they were going to be driving through with a whole police brigade, the big truck driving the giant tree. It was its first day. It had just been cut down, driving exactly through my little town. It's taking the highway 285 from Salida, Grand Junction area to all the way down past me and down into Denver, and then all the way to DC. This poor tree doesn't know that it's already lived its best life, and now it's going to give what's left of itself to the East Coast. And so I hope that other people will see it in their travels. But what I can say is that as Antonio and I were closing up the truck, and we were we were moments from getting into it and driving away and like just going home, right? But instead, we got caught up for a few extra minutes. And don't you know, you guys, I started to hear the police sirens. And I said, Antonio, it's the tree. Well, if we're going to miss it, we're going to be here for it, we have to wait for it to pass. We might as well go watch. So we walked to the road, and there were already a whole bunch of people from my town. Like when they first started to show up, I was like, what is with these people? Why are they just watching the street? Right? I had no idea what was going on. And then when I found out, I realized they were all there with their kids and stuff to see the U.S. Capitol Christmas tree come from Colorado and make its way through past us with our police officers in the front and go make its way down towards Denver. And so we went, and we kind of walked up closer to the road, and the cops came by, and don't you know, there it came in its own special painted cab with the U.S. Capitol on the side, and it had all these little signs on it. It was a big, long tractor trailer because it was a 55-foot tree. 2,000 years old, 55-foot tree, gonna drive past, right? And this big, huge truck. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm usually really bad with video and capturing it on time because I get really excited about being in the moment and then I forget. But this time I said, oh, hurry up. And I hit play. So you guys, I got a video of the tree passing by. It was so nice. Let me show you the video. I don't even know if you'll be able to see it on here, but it's 6 seconds. So hang on to your pants. All right, here we go. There it is. There's the tree. See the end of it. Bye, tree. One more time for you, in case you missed it the first time. There it goes. How awesome is that? So it went through, everybody honked, all the people honked and everything, and we all honked and everybody was waving and clapping, and all the kids were so happy. It was so awesome. So here's the thing. I grew up in New York, and there are a couple of times a year when I had moments of gratitude for growing up in New York, because as an empath, when big emotions hit lots of people at once, I get this surge of really good, especially if it's happy emotions. I get a surge of happy emotions from everybody being happy all at the same time, which is why you and I talk a lot about creating joy and sharing joy, because when we share joy, it grows, right? And so there were a few moments from living in New York where I would have those moments. One of them is when they light up the Rockefeller Center tree, which is a big deal if you grow up in New York. A lot of people come from all over the place to see it happen and watch it happen in real life. And we put it on the TV and all of this stuff. And so growing up with that being part of the Christmas season for me, it was always super goosebumpy when they turn the lights on and everyone kind of is quiet for a moment. And it's just kind of like, oh, right? And you can feel everybody's moment, right? You can feel it in yourself because it's so many people feeling that thing. And the other moment that happens in, it's really odd, but it's New Year's Eve in New York City, because so many people come into the city to see the ball drop. And, you know, I've grown up there my whole life, so it was an every year occurrence for us to watch the ball drop. And every year when it happens and they put on Old Lang Syne, I get goosebumps and I start to cry. Because I'm just, I think, blown over by the amount of emotion from all of the other people who are feeling it too. They're just all together. Everyone's been waiting for this 1 second of time, and it happens, and there's just a lot of joy and tears. And then they play New York songs, and it's all very like, for a second, I really, really love being a New Yorker in that moment. And that's what happened when the tree passed. When the tree passed, all of these people that I've been waiting for and all of their children, it felt a little bit like, oh yeah, it's Christmas time now. It was like the kickoff of Christmas season. And everyone was just so happy, and all the cops were honking and everything. And it was just a happy moment. And it was a lot of shared joy in like this little tiny moment. And I was so grateful to have the timing to have just worked out for me to be standing right there with a view of it, and just, to be there with those other people who were also feeling it. I don't know. I just had a huge gratitude moment because I spent my whole life kind of just, the tree just arrives, right? Without this idea that there's a place in the world where those trees grow and people live there. And I live there now. I live where the trees grow, you guys. And I don't know, it just touched me in a really special way to live there, to know that I live in a space where there's still 2,000-year-old trees, I guess, because it doesn't feel like that in New York. And it didn't feel like home to me there. And it feels like home to me here. And that tree situation was like the icing on the cake. And it just was so beautiful and so unexpected and out of nowhere that I had to share it. I wanted to share it with you guys. I threw it up on my Facebook. You can see my video there, and on Instagram. Because it was just such an emotional moment for me. And I was so grateful to have shared that moment with my town people and Antonio, and just to have been there and to be aware enough of being in the moment to be able to enjoy it. And I did. And so 2 gratitude moments for this week, you guys. I know you're having them. I know you're having them out there. You have to be, right? If you're doing the work that we talk about doing, you have to be having these gratitude moments. So sit down for a few minutes after I say goodbye and think about your week. Find your gratitude moments. Where were they? And if you didn't find any for this week yet, go make some today. You have a day left, right? But do it. Find your gratitude, because it grows your heart. It grows your life. It lightens your load. So much stuff happens when you carry an attitude of gratitude with you that is easier than any other way of being. So I hope you guys will give it a try today. It is almost time for me to pack on my jacket and head out to make some Sammys, because today is Sammy Day, and we are up at our dispensary today, like I showed you last week. So I'm going to get going. I have to put on some shoes, grab my hat, all kinds of other things. And then Antonio and I are going to head to prep for the day, a Sammy Day. I hope you guys do something amazing with your day. If you haven't had gratitude yet, go create it or find it. If you're missing some joy, go create it and share it. Yeah, just do you. Have a good rest of your day. I will see you guys on Tuesday for Being Back Alive, where we can talk about the struggles of being an adult on the spectrum and what it's like right now in today's world to be living with it. And that's what we talk about on Tuesdays. And then, of course, I'll be back on the following Sunday with another Growing Gratitude. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Thank you for getting up early. Joe, I hope this was a good time for you. Thank you guys for getting up early with me, and have an amazing day. Take my gratitude with you and my joy, and go do something great with your day. I'll see you guys on Tuesday, and of course, I will see you out on the interweb. You can comment wherever you see this video. You can give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down to let me know if you like or hate it. Those really do make a difference to me. Otherwise, I have no idea what's going on out there. I can tell by your views that you guys are into this. I am so excited that I have touched a place where people are into it, and I'm not even sharing it online. I'm not even sharing it all over social media. It's just for those of us who really want to do it. And so have fun. Share it if you enjoy it. Let me know you enjoyed it. Share in the comments if you have a question or you ever want to reach out to me. I am always available at info@beccalaurie.com. That's LORY. You can use the contact page on my website, which is beccalaurie.com. All right, you guys, have a great Sunday. I will see you on Tuesday, and I will see you out on the interwebs. Bye.